Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from up in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullweagle J. Roos. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kelly and Andy McPhee.
Well, no, that's Ashley. She wrote the script, I believe. And movies are written with a certain arc to them. There's an act one, act two, and act three, and certain things need to be done by act one and realized by act two and solved by act three. And so just, good writing to put all those scenes in to draw you closer to the characters and get you emotionally involved in their journey. And that's what good movies do. There may not be a lot of them out there, but those are the ones that you remember. And I mean, as I said, I watched it the other day. I still had tears in my eyes, and more than one occasion. When a movie can do that to you, that's hitting home. There's no way around it. You don't fake a tear. If it comes, it comes. And so, just good storytelling. Knowing what evokes emotion in people and knowing how to hit heartstrings and then resolve it so that you walk out feeling better for it.
Definitely. I got a reaction at the scene when Beauty gets injured and then the rider falls off and then kicks her for it when it was really the rider's fault that it happened, and I remember being like really mortified and then tears coming down the cheek and then at the end of the movie with the happy ending, I had to get a tissue, and my housemate Gabe was like crying horribly, but just tears of joy. And that told me that this was a really good movie, seeing all this stuff, and that how it all transpired at the end, and the everything about it was awesome. Did you ever meet Kate Winslet, or did anyone meet Kate Winslet while production?
No, Kate didn't come out here for that one. That was done voiceover afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, usually the voice artists, from what I understand, are kept this separate.
Yeah. She was, because then afterwards you've got to, sort of adapt your dialogue to the footage that you have. I mean, you have a script, obviously, but then the pacing of it and how to put it all together, I'm sure some things had to be changed a little bit. And so, that was all done in the edit after the movie.
Yeah.
All those hard scenes that you watch, life can be hard and there can be trying circumstances that you need to go through, but you need to go through them because they make you better for it. And, good movies have that sentiment to them and people can relate. And that's what we're trying to do with movies, is tell good stories and people can relate to them.
Yep, for sure. That was definitely that was a great masterpiece of its own, in my opinion. And Disney picked a really good project to share, I really love that one.
Yeah, no, look, it's a classic, one of the classic all-time stories, especially if you're into, even if you're not. And then, Ashley, the director, has her Wild Beauty Foundation, which helps all sorts of, I wouldn't say mistreated horses, but wild horses as well. And so, she comes from a real place of compassion and love with horses. And they're amazing animals. They can absolutely feel and read your emotions, and there's no lying about it. It's not dissimilar to being in the wild in Africa. When you're in the bush and you come across a lion, if you run or you show fear, or animals can pick it up. And so with horses, especially, they're really attuned to you. And I think that's why Mackenzie did such a great job on it, because she really was invested emotionally in the project, not just as an actor. She wouldn't just appear on set, do her lines, and then walk off. She loved the horses, and they loved her back. I mean, there's amazing with her and Beauty that I'm not sure I wasn't crying during some of those takes when we were filming them. When she meets Beauty for the first time, and she sticks out her hand and she's nervous, and all we've seen so far from Beauty is her running around wild, bucking, and no one can get near her. And now this young lady walks into the arena, and for the first time, there's this connection, and to be around while you're actually filming that is special, because it's not like any other regular movie where you just call cut and you reset and you go for another take and maybe the actor changes their performance. Here, perhaps the horse does something that is amazing, and you've got to be ready, and you've got to be confident in your storytelling, and when to move the camera and when to just observe the action. So I really enjoy that type of filmmaking where it's visceral. It's happening as you watch it. It's not just many takes after one another, and that's what happens with animal movies, especially, I suppose.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia, saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.